Hey, welcome back. This video, this is a fun one, and we're gonna talk about Amazon and upsells. So two different things, but I wanted to combine them in one video, and let's just get rolling. So Amazon. Amazon is the best place to buy anything online. I wouldn't say I'm addicted, but I would say I get something from Amazon, I don't know, multiple times a week. I can't find a cord. If I need it tomorrow, or if I need it today, I'll order it on Postmates and it will be here in 30 minutes. But if I can wait till tonight or tomorrow, even if it's in a drawer somewhere, but if it's like $2, like I'll just order it on Amazon. I mean, we live in that it's that quick. And Amazon's it's an incredible company. There are integrations for you if you're selling on Shopify to go right to Amazon. It's a little complicated. Shopify integrations with Facebook are a whole lot easier, but I've heard it from a lot of people. They go, man, they've given up on Amazon because it's too complicated to work with them. Granted, there are some amazing things about that company, like from speed and how they operate. There's some horrible things about that company as well, from like dealing with them. Like you can never get somebody on the phone that's from the United States. You can't get like no matter what you sell, like they don't treat you like anybody that's anything important. And so there's some frustrations. I have a friend who sells a lot of these market bags, and he does really well with them, and he advertises a lot on Facebook through that. And I've said, hey, why aren't you on Amazon? Oh, well, I need to have a certain SKU for each product. I go, yeah, I know. But everybody's on Amazon and you're not. And so the work up front to get on Amazon is worth it. And so I tell you that just to say, like, if you haven't thought through whatever your product might be, and obviously if it's a book, if it's a video course, a number of those things, like you've got to have an avenue, and something's got to sit on Amazon because people will end up there even if you don't direct people to them. So I talked about this earlier. If you're publishing a book, go with CreateSpace over anybody else because they're owned by Amazon. I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, I'm going to win that argument with you every time because I've done enough volume on this stuff to know there's no better way than just that handshake deal with CreateSpace and Amazon. And Amazon, if you read the book, like Jeff Bezos' biography, they'll lose money they're willing to lose money on a product to gain a customer or to satisfy a Prime member, because they're making enough on you, like for the lifetime value. I think the lifetime value, a yearly value of a Prime customer, I think right now is like $1,400. And so, that product they lost money on, they don't care because in the big scope of things, they win. So with CreateSpace, that's a book. And so they publish a book and then you sell it on your site and then you hit the link and you sell it on Amazon. So let me just walk you through the rough numbers. You put a book out for $15.99 on CreateSpace. That's the retail price. That's the price that you set, and now they're going to give you a calculation of royalties based on that purchase price. So right now, like on Creative Ways, that book's like 60 pages. That book, depending on page count, they'll tell you how much the book costs. So CreateSpace, a book can run you anywhere from $1.60 to $4. That's the average. So it varies. Now, if I go get a book printed, I can get a book printed for say 60 cents, but I have to order 5,000 of them. So, okay, I can buy a book for $1.70 and I don't have to print any of them, and it's on Amazon. Now there's a calculator. You can do all this on CreateSpace on their website. $15.99. Book costs you $1.70. Amazon takes their cut, and it says $6.85 is my royalty that I'll get on anything that Amazon sells. So the beauty of CreateSpace, and this is how we do this, just helping you out here. If you have a book, I would 100% go this route. Publish it on CreateSpace, send it to Amazon, because they'll fulfill all those orders and you're gonna make more money on that. It's always going to be in stock and you don't have to deal with a fulfillment center. Then, if you want, you could order several hundred copies. You could order one copy or 5,000. I wouldn't order 5,000 from CreateSpace, but 500 I would. $1.60, $2. and then you see if you have a product. You store that, we send that to a fulfillment center, and then those get shipped out for any orders that are on our store. That's kind of how it works. Now, if I have a lot of volume, I'm going to buy books in bulk from India. There's a couple of, obviously, U.S. places too. If I need them quicker, there's a place we use them in Minnesota. I'll put links to just different printers that we use. And so you can get that book down to say 70 cents, but you order 5,000, then they sit in a warehouse, and those warehouse ships those out, and you're paying say $2 for every order that they ship out. That's how we do it. But what happens is a lot of times people start fulfilling their books then to Amazon, and they send them to all the different factories that Amazon has. And then your margins, like, think about it. I bought the books, I sent them now to a warehouse in Amazon, and now they get sold, and then I get a royalty, or I get paid on that. But it's just a lot of time, and it's a lot of money and a lot of bandwidth to do all that. If you let CreateSpace fulfill your product on Amazon, they buy it directly from CreateSpace, and you get paid the royalty anytime Amazon actually makes that purchase from CreateSpace. It's kind of a heck of a deal. And no matter what Amazon sells it for, you get whatever price you negotiated up front. And when I say negotiated, whatever it says on that calculator, I get $6.85 on every Creative Wave book that we ever sell. On some other books, I get $5. Some books I get $7. It just depends. But that math never changes because it's all based on my retail price and the cost of the actual good. Right now, I'll show you the screenshot on this video. 31 Creative Ways. We have a him and a her version. For him is $3 and I think 67 cents on Amazon. The her book is like $14. So I don't know because I can't talk to anyone at Amazon, but if you buy both books because we sell them as a bundle, that's like 19 bucks, well, you know, with shipping, or no, it's free shipping on Prime. So 14 plus 3, whatever, 18 bucks, 17.50. But if you just buy the one book for $3.67, that's a heck of a deal. They pay me $6.85. I actually texted Jeff, I was like, I should buy 500 of these books. I'll keep them in my house. We'll sell them or send them to our shop to, you know, fulfillment center. We'll make $3 plus on every, and we'll get a book. I don't know how they do it. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know if they're just trying to, you know, they have their rhythms and reasons why they mark down prices. So I got scared because I've never seen it that low, but earlier around Christmas it was like $9 and something. I was like, what the heck? How am I going to get $6.85, pay for the book, and do like it makes no sense? All that to say is like their world doesn't make sense, but they have the volume and they have the customers. And so I know I'm talking about a published book, but whether it's a market bag, whatever your product is, Amazon, what happens is if you promote your product, hey, go buy my thing, go to my website, by default, I've seen it, 1 out of every 2 customers is going to go buy it on Amazon because they have Prime, they have free shipping. They know they can get it tomorrow. And you and I can't compete with Amazon. So it kind of sucks in this Amazon world where I think we ship fast through this fulfillment center, but we can never be fast enough like Amazon. So then people go, wait, why is it taking 4 days? Because that's what the rest of the world needs. But Amazon has trained us to just go so quick and we get it so quick. And that's why people end up there. So if you're on Shopify, you can actually integrate all your products and they'll show up on eBay and on Amazon. Like I said, it's worth the work, it's worth the time to actually get it in Amazon. It's gonna be a little different because if somebody buys something in Amazon today, I'm filming this on the 27th? My checks from Amazon are direct deposited on the 28th of every month. So if this is say March 27th, I'll get paid today from all my sales up through February 28th. So I gotta wait a month. Same thing as like Apple and iTunes and Google. They're a month late, but so that could hurt you as far as cash flow. But if you're not, that's why if you're not fulfilling the product, it's just a huge win. You can get checks, obviously. There's 2 different ways to go with Amazon. There's, like I said, the CreateSpace thing is an interesting relationship because there's some companies Amazon owns that they have different ways that they do business. Then there's companies like you and I, we create a product. It was my friend who created this skincare stuff. Or I actually created this other book for a YouTuber that was hardback, full color book that we weren't able to print on CreateSpace. So I had to go into Amazon myself. I went to their Amazon Seller Central, I created an account, and then I chose the option Fulfillment by Amazon. They'll walk you through their fees. They'll walk you through where to send their products. Depending on what your product is and how it does, you might have to now send your product to 5 to 8 locations that Amazon has factories in. So they give you the slip and they say send 30 books here, 40 things here. And then you've got to monitor and make sure they stay in stock. And then you get paid on a direct deposit basis quicker that way. It's still a delay, but you have to fulfill it. And now I'm paying for all those books to be sitting in a shelf somewhere in Amazon. And then when they sell through them, I get paid. I negotiate the price. They don't knock it down. And so, you know, it's a little different there. But if you have the option, either of those options, I think your product needs to show up there because it's just double the advertising. It's like, there's people that are there to shop, and that's where, you know, it's like if we hit somebody on Facebook, they're there to, you know, check on social stuff. But when you're on Amazon, like those are buyers. Those are people that are just going with the intent to make a purchase. And man, it is what it is. Like your cheapskates or your people that want something fast are going to end up there. Your margins might be a little smaller, but you don't have to do any of the work. Now, yes, maybe you have to fulfill it or do some of the work, but you don't have to deal with customer service. You don't have to deal with all that, so it's worth it. Same way that I would say it's worth it that if you have a digital product, to put your digital product obviously on iTunes or on the Kindle store as well. Those are just book related, but those are ways that I feel like you can get you can get more eyeballs on this. And it's definitely, like, depending on your product, and yeah, it's going to be a pain on some of these products that you're creating, but just to get it because you got eyeballs on it, put your product on Amazon. Second thing on this video that I would say is if you have this product, so for me it's books, it's video courses, it's membership sites, stuff like that. People still want gadgets. They still want iPhone cases, prints, photos, shirts, hats, sweatshirts, stuff like that might not be core to your audience, but it's fun and it ups the cart value. There are some companies, and so obviously I've talked about Shopify. That's the main store if you're going to create any product that you're going to do. I've talked about where those different things that we use. We use Kajabi for video course, and we use Shopify. There's links that if you sign up on either of those for me, I think you get kind of a way better deal. I know at least on Kajabi, on Shopify, you'll just be kind of a partner of ours. So if you sign up for Shopify, once you get into Shopify, it's drag and drop. I mean, it's super easy to create a store. Their customization's easy. You can find experts that can actually make it look a lot sweeter if you can't. But you can always find developers that are developing on Shopify, which makes your world kind of that much easier. There's some apps inside Shopify. Printful, T-Launch. I like Printful better than T-Launch. You install the app, and now you have access to all these products that you can offer to your customers. So I'll give you some links of stores that we have, and you'll see the core product is not the t-shirt or the fluff item. But what it does is it adds extreme value to your customers because they go, oh man, I want this. Or that's cool, where else can I get that? And now these companies will print it on demand, so you don't have to store the inventory. You don't have to pay for the inventory. And then you can have them ship it. And then the way it works is like a shirt is say $10. And you and I know, like I can get a shirt for like $4 made. But what happens is I have to order 100 of them. I have to store them somewhere and then I have to ship them. I don't want any of that work. I pay Printful $10. My card gets charged for $10. I charge the customer $20. They ship it. They figure out, the customer figures out the shipping. And they'll even on Shopify split the shipping where the fulfillment center that sends books gets this order and the shirts get that order. Guys, it's phenomenal what you can do there. Like I said, I'll link to it. And the difference, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, I've created products and I printed this thing and it didn't work, or I'm sitting on 1,000 shirts inventory. I never want to get into that again. And I go, yeah, neither do I. Like, I don't want to get into any of that again, or you're paying somebody and you're sitting on all that merch. Don't do that at all. That game is old and that game is tired. And yeah, your margins are better that way, but the risk and the upfront money is too high. And think about it, you're not selling 100% of all your stock. So your margins might be better, but you go, that shirt was a bust and now I have 300 of them and I can't sell those. The other thing is, when you launch and you have, say, one design, I can put it on an iPhone case, I can put it on a print, I can put it on a shower curtain if I want, I can put it on leggings if I want. I mean, you can put it anywhere, and literally, I can build out multiple products, like a Shopify store on Printful. I'll give you one example on the Liturgist. If you go to their site, we sold an Enneagram video series, and then we made 9 different shirts based on the 9 different numbers of the Enneagram. And we actually made 2 versions of each shirt. So that's 18 different shirts that customers could buy. And then it was just one day. I just went on there. I was like, okay, I want that one on a tank top, that one on a sweatshirt. I want to make that one into a print. Hey, that one will look cool on an iPhone case. And then all of a sudden, I think I have 92 products from Printful on the Liturgist page. And a friend of me said the other day, how are they have like all this merch? I was like, no, it's all on demand. Like, it just looks now like you have this populated store with a lot of products, and they're all on demand. These companies are just, now I don't get it. I don't get how CreateSpace can print my book and deliver it to you on Amazon in a day. I don't get how Printful can print a one-off shirt design, and then obviously they'll take 3 to 4 days and then you get it. I mean, we're moving at that kind of speed, and I think Amazon is obviously leading a lot of that charge, where companies are getting faster, they're getting smarter, and we're able to deliver to the customer higher quality stuff that we're not needing to take those huge risks for like we did, back in the day. All that's going to do is, one, like, continue to spread your brand, continue to spread your products, continue to kind of get the word out, and it's also going to up your cart value on those things. And so that's why I just go, oh, cool, I sold a $39 product, but if I add a couple of things with some great margins, that's gonna help me increase this. So you've gotta be on those places. If you're gonna sell something online, even just having that store created where you just go, cool, I have this, let me try this. Let me see what my audience wants. You can ask your audience, and literally the next day you can go, hey, this product is available. I think it's cool. It's endless too. Like, you ever have that I wouldn't say viral hit, but man, you write something and you go, man, people really responded to that. Well, imagine putting at the end of that blog, hey, here's this t-shirt, or here's a print of that. And just be thinking about that even before something goes viral, going, I'm gonna launch something, I'm gonna have a link right there, and see if people, you never know until you try what people in your kind of tribe or your audience will respond to. But man, getting it on Amazon and getting some extra products out there is going to increase your revenue, help you sell more and more stuff online. Like I said, I'll link to Shopify. I'll link, those are kind of my favorite things right now, with like adding the extra merch, adding the extra stuff that doesn't cost you anything, but it can go on demand. And then obviously whatever you have, even if it's a video series, I'll tell you this, I don't really care for DVDs anymore. But Amazon, I can't sell a video series on Amazon, but I can put the DVD out there for $60 and then go, oh, okay, well, I can get the video course now. And so it's just, maybe I don't sell a lot of DVDs on Amazon, because I'd rather sell a video course, because we could sell it for a higher price than we can sell a DVD, because people go $60 for a DVD, but they don't go crazy over this video course idea. But once again, it's traffic, and it's just like having that, a lot of people walking by and seeing your product. They're gonna be able to see that on Amazon. So those are those 2 things. Man, get on that. I'll post all the links in the link below.